Join me as I travel on the Great Orme Tramway in Llandudno. The tramway is Britain's only cable-hauled tramway that travels on public roads. As we travel along, I'll share some interesting facts about the tramway. The tramway opened in 1902 and is controlled by a team of winchmen and attendants. The ascending tram needs a lot of help. It is impossible for a heavy vehicle to climb such a steep slope against gravity without power to help it. Some of this power is found in the descending tram. The trams are linked by cable, which makes it possible for the one tram to pull the other up. The tramway is controlled from the engine house at the halfway station. Here you will find the powerful electric motors controlled by the two winchmen, one winchman for the upper track and one for the lower track. The descending tram, which is just coming into view, moves easily down the track. The downward gradient and gravity helps it on its way. The winding shed, found at the top of the tracks, contains a large winding drum that the cable is wrapped around several times. This ensures that there's sufficient friction for the brake to slow the speed of the wagons without the cable slipping. Just coming into view are the cable cars. I'll talk about those later. We're just approaching the halfway station. Here we have to disembark and catch the next tram to the summit. At the halfway station, you can discover the history of the Victorian engineering and observe the tramway's powerful system in action before changing trams. The higher you go, the colder and windier it gets, as you can hear me groan. Just coming into view are the Bronze Age copper mines, only a 5-minute walk from the halfway station. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the great views available as we ascend and reach the summit. To my right is the visitor centre, and they have an exhibition that's really interesting. Unfortunately, if you do go in low season, there's a high chance that there will be fog at the summit, and obviously I don't have the beautiful views. But I will share my friends' photos who went the weekend before, and you'll see the views that you can get from the top. It was a great experience and I'm not disappointed. Cable cars are available, and when I do go again, I am going to do the cable car ride. Now, an adult single is £14.50, but an adult return is £15. That's me checking out the website, so obviously, just do the return. Dogs are £2. Children, £12. Single, £12.50, child return. The original purpose of the tramway was to transport passengers, goods and parcels up and down the Great Orme. In 1932, tragedy struck. After 30 years of carrying over 3.75 million passengers safely, a tram car on the lower section broke loose from its cable, derailed and crashed into a stone wall. The attendant and a 12-year-old girl were killed and several passengers were injured. The accusation and threat of compensation claims drove the company into liquidation and it was sold. The new owners changed the name to the Great Orme Railway Company Limited, and in 1934 the tramway reopened to the public with strict new safety measures. It was as popular as ever and ran all through the Second World War. Something that did make me chuckle, the tramway even carried coffins to the halfway station for burial at St Tudno's churchyard. There was no concession for grief. The mourners were charged full fare plus 2 and 6, 12.5p for transporting the coffin. This is the Summit Centre, and here they've got a cafe and a gift shop that is so cheap. Ourselves, with lots of other people, were eating Cornish pasties at 10:30 in the morning. Time to descend and make the journey home to Bristol. It took us 5 hours due to an accident on the M6.